Hi, I'm Barry Leff. I'm speaking to you from my home in Jerusalem, and I'm very much looking forward to serving as your rabbi in the coming year. One of my many daughters is also looking forward to having me be in Seattle next year because she's a big fan of the world's best macaroni and cheese. Rabbi means my teacher, and as you'll see during the coming year, teaching and learning are real passions of mine. I believe one of the main roles of the rabbi is to take the 3,000-year-old tradition, 3,000-year-old wisdom of the Jewish tradition, and apply it to life today and the situations we face in everyday life. As Rabbi Hanina said in the Talmud, I've learned much from my teachers, I've learned more from my colleagues, but I've learned the most from my students. I look forward to being a part of your community and teaching, learning, and growing with you. You may be wondering, who's this guy who's going to be my rabbi? So here's a little bit about me. I worked in high tech in Silicon Valley for 20 years, and then I got this crazy idea to quit my job as VP of marketing for a semiconductor company and go back to school and become a rabbi. After working as a congregational rabbi for 5 years, my family and I made Aliyah in 2007. I love Israel. I followed the advice that God gave Abraham when he told them, "Go, walk through the length and breadth of the land, for I am giving it to you," and have hiked the entire length of the Israel Trail, from the border with Lebanon, through the Galilee, to the Mediterranean coast, up to Jerusalem, through the Negev and Arava deserts, to the Red Sea on the border with Egypt. And sometimes I feel like you can just call me Tevye, as I have 5 daughters. I also have 2 grandsons. So I do feel that I've done my part, fulfilling the commandment to be fruitful and multiply. I love taking learning to places outside the traditional classroom. I've taught Jewish business ethics at the Rashi Synagogue in Worms, Germany, Kabbalah at a coffee shop in Toledo, Ohio, and I taught Torah at a whiskey bar in Alabama. I love Jews. One of my teachers, Rabbi Dan Shevitz, told me that to be a rabbi, it's not enough to love God. You have to love Jews. We're crazy people, but we really are like one big family. I also have a lot of unusual hobbies for a rabbi. I'm not only a pilot, but I'm a flight instructor, and I've taught both a rabbinical school classmate and a congregant how to fly. I like to tell people I can get you closer to God one way or the other. And you can also ask me about my plane crash. I'm also a scuba dive master, a marathon runner, and have a black belt in Taekwondo. I'm an inventor and have a doctorate in business. I'm a U.S. Army veteran and was evacuated from Iran in 1979. I'm very much looking forward to spending next year with you on beautiful Mercer Island. I spent 2 years just up the road in Vancouver, BC, so I know what to expect weather-wise. And I may not be as big a baseball fan as Rabbi Rosenbaum, but I have given some thought to similarities between Judaism and baseball that I'll be happy to share with you. Again, I look forward to seeing you when I start in June, and in the meanwhile, peace and blessings from the holy city of Jerusalem.